Today we examine time, how we mark the yearly journey our planet takes around the Sun. Specifically, we'll look closely at the 72 microseasons the ancient Japanese calendar observed. Ever since our ancestors began gazing skyward or watching the wonders of the natural world around them, they saw patterns in cycles and found a way to recall them. It's a good reminder of an idea so important to mindfulness: impermanence. That is, that everything is changing in our minds, our bodies, and the world around us. How we partition a year is somewhat arbitrary. We can use the 2 equinoxes and the 2 solstices to separate it into 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. Some civilizations use lunar cycles, giving names like the mead moon or the strawberry moon to mark the start of a new 29-day period of time. In ancient China and East Asia, the yearly calendar was divided into 24 major divisions based on observations of occurrences in the natural world during that time. And in Japan, because the seasons did not always align with those in China, the divisions were renamed. Later, each division was further split into 3, making 72 microseasons of approximately 5 days each. Sequentially, they offered a lyrical journey through a year, and importantly, one taken with much smaller steps. Each new microseason name, like mist starts to linger, or first peach blossoms, correlates with an actual happening in nature at that moment, one that we all recognize, although it may have escaped our attention in our busy lives. The traditional Japanese calendar begins with spring on February the 4th to 8th, with east wind melts the ice, followed by bush warblers start singing in the mountains. Then fish emerge from the ice. Most names offer visual prompts, but distant thunder and frogs start singing are distinctly auditory. And still other senses are invited to join the annual journey, with warm winds blow. Earth is damp, air is humid, and heat starts to die down. The calendar ends with a trio of microseasons. Butterburs bud, ice thickens on streams, and finally, from January the 30th to February the 3rd, hens start laying eggs. Viewing time in microseasons invites us to connect with the natural world in a more sensory way, and leave for a while our calendar packed with scheduled meetings and obligations. We are reminded to pause and watch sparrows nesting, worms surfacing, bamboo shoots sprouting, praying mantises hatching, and decomposing grass becoming fireflies. We are invited to note evening cicadas singing or thunder ceasing, and prompted to feel heat starting to die down and cold setting in. Taking this to its logical extension, the more finely we divide up our yearly cycle around the Sun, the more we come to view time as a series of moments. And doing that brings us closer to viewing every moment as unique, which is the essence of mindfulness.